He hovered over the Submit Application button, his cursor trembling slightly. The job posting had been sitting open on his browser for days, taunting him with its possibilities. It was a role in an industry he had dreamed of entering for years. Creative, dynamic, and completely different from the predictable desk job he had held for over a decade. But self-doubt crept in every time he thought about applying. You're not qualified enough. They'll never pick you. What if you fail? The doubts were louder than ever, but for the first time, he didn't let them stop him. He took a deep breath, clicked the button, and sent his application into the unknown. He wasn't ready. He didn't have all the answers. But he was finally willing to try. We've all felt that hesitation, that moment where our fears and doubts convince us to wait for the right time. Maybe it's applying for a new job, starting a business, or pursuing a passion. The truth is, the perfect moment doesn't exist. His story reminds us that sometimes the only way to move forward is to start before you feel ready. He quickly learned that taking the leap wasn't about having everything figured out. It was about being willing to learn as he went. His first interview didn't go as planned. He stumbled over his answers and left the room feeling deflated. But instead of giving up, he used it as a learning experience. He asked for feedback from the recruiter and practiced his responses for future interviews. Taking the leap doesn't mean everything will go smoothly, but each step, no matter how imperfect, builds confidence and momentum. Step 1. Set small, manageable goals. He realized that the idea of completely overhauling his life felt overwhelming, so he broke it into smaller steps. Each week, he committed to sending out 3 job applications, spending 30 minutes a day learning a new skill relevant to his dream career, networking with at least one person in his desired industry. These small actions didn't feel earth-shattering, but they added up. Each one brought him closer to his goal while building his sense of accomplishment. Step 2. Embrace imperfection. One of his biggest breakthroughs came when he stopped waiting for perfection. He decided to launch a side project, a blog about his passion. It wasn't polished, and he wasn't an expert, but it was a way to put himself out there and learn along the way. The blog became a space for experimentation. He tried different topics, writing styles and formats, learning what resonated with his audience. It wasn't about instant success. It was about proving to himself that he could take action despite his doubts. Step 3. Visualize success. Every morning, he spent 5 minutes visualizing his ideal future. He pictured himself walking into an office that felt inspiring, collaborating with a team that shared his values, and waking up each day excited about his work. This practice wasn't just motivational. It was a way to train his mind to focus on possibilities instead of obstacles. Step 4. Find a support system. He also realized the importance of surrounding himself with people who believed in him. He joined a local career transition group, where he met others who were navigating similar challenges. Their stories of perseverance and success reminded him that he wasn't alone in his journey. He also leaned on friends and family for encouragement. When his self-doubt crept in, they reminded him of his strengths and cheered him on, even when the path ahead felt uncertain. Step 5. Celebrate small wins. One of the most transformative changes he made was learning to celebrate progress no matter how small. When he landed his first informational interview, he treated himself to a nice dinner. When he completed an online course, he shared the milestone with his support group. These celebrations reinforced his sense of progress and kept him motivated to keep going. Story expansion. A pivotal moment. 3 weeks after submitting his first round of applications, he received an email inviting him to an interview. The role wasn't his dream job, but it was a step in the right direction. He prepared meticulously, researching the company and practicing his answers. When the day came, he walked into the interview with a mix of nerves and excitement. The interview didn't go perfectly. He stumbled on a question about his previous experience. But instead of panicking, he used what he had learned from his past setbacks. He took a deep breath, acknowledged his mistake, and refocused on his strengths. The next day, he got the call. He didn't get the job, but something unexpected happened. He didn't feel defeated. Instead, he felt proud. He had taken the leap, faced his fears, and proven to himself that he was capable of trying. That pride fueled his determination to keep going. What's one thing you've been waiting to start because you don't feel ready? Share it in the comments, and let's commit to taking the first step together. Starting is just the beginning. In the next video, we'll explore how to stay committed and overcome setbacks when the journey gets tough. Don't miss it.